My name is Mark Sommer.
I'm Kelly Sommer. We have two children, Oliver and Karis, who attend Geneva Academy, and I am also the fourth grade teacher there. Okay, so we had never even thought about sending our children to a Christian school. We were in the public education field. I went to school to be a teacher. I entered into the school system as a public educator when our
both grew up going to public school.
Yep.
It's perfectly good for us. It'd be perfectly good for our kids.
Yeah, and so we started with our kids going to public school. It was fine. The kids did great. But then we started coming in contact with a lot of Geneva families and began talking to them and learning about Geneva Academy, and had been asked if I'd ever consider teaching at Geneva, and we both answered no right away. It was not an option. We felt like God wanted us to be in the public school system, praying for the public school kids, being there to be a mentor to the kids that we are coming in contact with. But then the more we started talking to families, the more we started talking to the staff at Geneva, we became curious about it, especially the classical education side. There was more to the school than just learning that the creation versus evolution. You know, it was much, much more.
So making the move to Geneva required our family to make some significant sacrifices in the way of time and distance to and from school, and also in the pay I received for my job. We were growing in our faith and knowledge of the Lord and wanted a consistency at home and at school. So when we came to Geneva, we found a community of parents and staff who were like-minded to us. And these families are making the same sacrifices to give their kids a classical education. I feel we are all fighting for our families and recognize that education is more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's about their character being transformed by the gospel and the shaping of their souls. We wanted a learning environment where more active learning was happening and their school day was more fruitful, where the classroom could be more focused on things other than the standards they were going to be tested on, and where the teachers could spend more time teaching and less time managing behaviors.
They're learning about God's character and who He is, and they learn how to take the secular world and filter it through the Bible rather than being scared of the secular world.
I mean, it's not an easy decision. It takes a change. It just takes for me, it took being open to the idea. It's important for us that our kids become critical thinkers and lifelong learners. In some ways, I looked at it as an investment. It's an investment that's going to pay off in the long run. We don't have to unteach our kids what they've learned at school. Some of the social and some of the other ideological messages that are being conveyed to our kids these days.
It's taking what other people believe and looking at their truth, what they see to be as truth, and then what the truth of God's Word says, and then holding them up to each other and see how one rises and one falls. And that you can't get at the public school.
She seems to get more out of teaching at Geneva. I mean, it comes back to her in real positive ways.
The kids that I'm teaching they want to learn. I don't have to fight to try to get them to see that learning is a good idea.
Our kids have experienced both settings and at separate times have expressed their gratitude to us for making the switch to Geneva. Oliver flat out thanked me for making the move, and Kara said, "Mom, this was the best decision our family has ever made." So at 14 and 12, they are recognizing the difference, and they are already developing an appreciation for truth, for beauty, and goodness.
Being able to compare what I see in public school and what I see at Geneva, I really do believe that we are creating some amazing leaders.